dame is an extremely British thing. It's a comic in a dress, but a man in a dress can get away with a lot more than a woman can. A woman getting hit with a custard pie is not funny because everybody automatically thinks, oh, what a poor lady. But a man in a dress getting hit by a custard pie is suddenly hilarious. To me, the dame's always the mother. The dame provides the family aspect within the show. My dame is very motherly. Because I grew up watching the likes of Les Dawson and almost the opposite end of the scale, like John Inman, Danny LaRue. Danny LaRue was very much a female impersonator, whereas Les Dawson was very much a man in a dress. And I like to keep it more towards man in a dress because I think that's funnier, personally. But I think I'm in the middle, kind of somewhere. To me, the most important thing is to remember that you're there for the audience, you're there for the laughs. I'm very much a performer who doesn't care who's getting the laughs as long as the audience are laughing. And it's just important to me to keep it friendly, make the jokes for the kids, but keep it very family friendly. The jokes that are more adult orientated, make sure they can always be explained away innocently. The dame and the comic can both break the fourth wall. We can be perfectly aware that we are in a show and we are telling a story, whereas the other characters, I think, should keep it as straight as possible. To me, I love the tradition that a dame should never walk off stage and then come back on wearing the same thing. But at the same time, you can't be lazy. You can't expect the costume to do all the work. Otherwise, you may as well just be replaced by a mannequin and just wheel it on every 5 minutes. I design and make everything myself. The wigs, the shoes I cover, I have a bit of a thing for covering shoes, and I like to theme everything. Like I call this one my bathroom dress. All my dresses do have names. The petticoat that's underneath it has 150 metres of lace around the bottom of it. It's ridiculously heavy, but I love it, and I think it's the costume that most people would recognise of me because that's my favourite costume. I'm very passionate about children's theatre in general because we do need to build the new audiences for the future. So whether it be Panto or whatever it is. So touring in Panto for me is different because I can't travel with 13 pairs of shoes and I can't travel with 13 massive wigs. So the costumes that I make for touring are simpler. I love it when things go wrong, when the lighting board went out in one show and we were completely thrown into darkness and I just suddenly shouted out, someone's forgotten to pay the bill. I think because that's when I can come into my own, that's when I can just improvise and the audience love it and making it look as if that was meant to happen all the time, honest.